So the race is on for New York City mayor. And last night, they had a live debate. This is for the Democratic primary portion of the New York City mayor. You've got a lot of different people running, a whole slew of people, including former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's wanting that job. And we're going to play a clip so you're going to see all the different people running. But one of them in particular is Zohran Mamdani. And he was asked, all the candidates were asked, where would be your first foreign visit? Which right away, right there is a really odd question to be asking those running for New York City mayor, a mayor. Why are we asking mayors, where's your first foreign visit going to be? Didn't anybody learn their lesson with Karen Bass, who was the mayor of Los Angeles, who happened to be in Africa when all of the fires broke out all throughout Los Angeles? I mean, didn't we learn any lessons there that you should just be, what is a mayor doing, traveling to any foreign place anyway? But nonetheless, they asked the question, where would be your first foreign visit, as if mayors should be going anywhere? But listen to all of the answers, and you'll notice one standout. Many of them say Israel. And when one doesn't say Israel, he gets, the rest of the candidates and the moderators are just, their minds are blown. They're absolutely incensed. Watch this.
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first? Left to right, Ms. Adams.
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
Okay. Mr. Lander, sorry.
Boy, what Trump is doing to Canada, there's a lot of opportunities for us to partner better with them.
Ms. Ramos.
I'd love to meet Claudia Sheinbaum, but I'd probably head to Colombia, to my parents' homeland.
Mr. Myrie.
I am the proud son of 2 Caribbean immigrants. I represent a robust Caribbean constituency. I'd like to go to the Caribbean as my first visit.
Mr. Cuomo.
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, 2 of our greatest allies fighting on the front lines of the global war on terror.
Right,
Mr. Mamdani.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not
as a Jewish state?
As a state with equal rights.
He won't say it has a right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very clear.
And his answer was no, he won't visit Israel.
I said that very
That's what he was trying to say.
No. Unlike you, I answer questions very directly.
All right,
and I want to be very clear. I believe every state should be a state of equal rights.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mamdani. Mr. Blake, where would you go on your first foreign visit as mayor of New York?
My full name is Michael Alexander Blake. I'm named after Michael Manley Alexander Bustamante. So, of course, I'm going to go to Jamaica to mash up the place, my fellow patois Jamaicans out here.
Okay. Mr. Stringer?
I got to go with you.
It would be a great trip.
It would be a great trip.
All right, I'm sorry.
My goal would be to take my first trip to Israel. My wife's life work in this area means a lot to our family, and it could coincide with my young son Miles' bar mitzvah, if you'd like to have his bar mitzvah.
Why didn't they ask anybody else who answered, like Jamaica or Colombia or Canada? Why didn't they ask them, would you travel to Israel? Do you believe in a Jewish state? Like, why didn't they grill anybody else? And let me just give you some background, because some of you might be wondering, well, what is the background of Zohran Mamdani? He is not Arab. He's not Palestinian. He's not from that region. He's actually an Indian he's born in Uganda, but his parents were from India, and they are scholars living in Uganda, and that is where he was born. So his background is Indian, and born in Uganda, obviously spent a considerable amount of time in the United States. I don't know exactly when he came to the States, but he doesn't have an accent, so probably when he was very young. So he can't ever run for president at this point because he wasn't born in the country, but he is not Arab. So why did they jump down his throat over this? It's because he has taken a stance against Israel. He's been, or a stance in favor of the Palestinians. He's been somebody who's actually vocally supported the Palestinians, said that Israel needs to give equal rights to everybody. He's been vocal in that. And so they decide to jump down his throat. Why are they, I still don't understand why they're even asking the question to New York City mayors. Why are they, where's their first foreign trip going to be? Like, what does a What does a mayor have to do with any foreign policy? The people, governors shouldn't even be going to foreign places, except the fact that some governors are giving away boatloads of cash to foreign countries. You had Sarah Sarah Huckabee Sanders. She just announced a couple of weeks ago that the state of Arkansas, she's the governor of Arkansas right now, that the state of Arkansas is investing $50 million in Israel, taking money from Arkansans' taxpayers, from their pensions, essentially, and giving it to Israel, claiming that it's a good investment, even though Moody's downgraded Israel to basically having a shit credit rating at this point. It's a bad investment, and yet she took the money from her constituents and invested it in Israel. So there is, I could understand because governors are doing that, and maybe mayors are too, maybe cities are giving away cash to Israel. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure they are. They shouldn't be doing that at all. That is not something that any state or any city should be doing. And certainly they shouldn't be going overseas to look at these places to find out how much money they should be giving them or how much support they should be giving them. Leave the foreign policy to Congress, who's the ones who should be declaring war and deciding where we're putting the money. And obviously to the executive branch. That is where foreign policy should be. I understand them going abroad, but what I don't understand when it comes to foreign policy is this type of stuff with our politicians going abroad. Now, this was Andrew Cuomo when he was governor, makes his trip over to Israel. He has to do his pilgrimage over to Israel to do this. They all seemingly have to do this. Here's J.D. Vance recently went. Are we sick of this yet? Do any Israelis come to the United States and do anything like this? Is there anything, do they go to the Statue of Liberty and just cry at the feet of the statue? Do they go to Mount Rushmore and stand in awe and wave the American flag and take photographs? They don't do any of this for us. Why are we doing this? Why are all of our politicians heading over to Israel and doing a pilgrimage and paying homage? Why is it that New York City mayors, candidates, have to pledge allegiance to Israel, or the entire room is completely incensed? I mean, you heard all the other candidates. Well, see, he said no, he wouldn't go to Israel. The moderator jumping right in. Would you support a Jewish state? Would you travel to Israel? Answer that question. Answer the question. I mean, this stuff is just out of hand. And Americans have woken up to this. And yet we're being labeled anti-Semites, which nobody even knows what that really means. Labeled an anti-Semite if you don't support the state of Israel, or if you criticize the fact that politicians are out there doing this. What are Christians doing praying at the Wailing Wall? Here's Bill Clinton, George Bush. I mean, all of them have been doing this type of thing, holding, having the Israeli flag behind them, or going to the Wailing Wall, hanging out with Netanyahu. And now New York mayors are being asked whether or not they support the state of Israel. Are we ever going to get a break with this? We should. I just don't even know where to go with this anymore, because this is just so completely outrageous that our politicians would do this type of thing, that they would be, I mean, this is, in my mind, treason. This is treason. It's treason. It's flat out treason. And the reason it is because this other nation that they are pledging their allegiance to wants to wage war, wants us to go to war. They are using our young men and women as cannon fodder, quite literally. And our politicians are paying homage like this and being forced to pledge allegiance. I mean, in my mind, that is an act of treason in the country. We've been taken over. I don't know if it's the donors. I don't know if it's, I'm not sure exactly what it is that causes them to have to do this. Most of us believe it's the donors. It's that they're getting a boatload of money from pro-Israel sources, and so they have to keep up with this. But this has gone on. This has gone too far. I mean, we have to speak up against this and say, you need to be America first, and we will not tolerate anything other than that. And the answer that Mamdani gave, which is, I'm going to stay right in New York City and visit the 5 boroughs and do what I need to do for New Yorkers, was the right answer. That was the right answer. And they were incensed by that answer. I mean, this is how far gone our political class is. This is how far in favor of a foreign country they are in, and not for America. We have to demand America first at this point. This is Totally and completely outrageous. It is treason. We have to start calling it for what it is. Our politicians are not working for us. They're working for a foreign government. We have been taken over. They're sitting there screaming about China coming and infiltrating us. China, we're already infiltrated. It's already been done. There's no room for the Chinese because the Israelis have already done it. Thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iverson Show, which you can catch Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We do live stream it every day. It's a 1-hour show. You can catch it. It is totally free. Just go to KimIversonShow.com. See you there.